Next on Worcester News Tonight, crime rates are down across the city, but police are facing challenges in another area. Plus, good news for commuters as plans for a second commuter train platform are in the works at Union Station. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. The Worcester Police Department hosts a citywide crime watch meeting for residents Wednesday. The department's crime analysis unit reports there's been a decrease in crime throughout the city so far in 2017 when compared to last year, but challenges still remain. Our Cam Jandro now joins us live with more. Cam?
Anna, there is yet to be a shooting death here in the city so far in 2017, and it's just one of a few categories that have seen some changes this year.
Youth crime is down. We are one of the safest cities in the Northeast, and we're not going to rest on our laurels.
Crime in Worcester is decreasing significantly. This, according to Police Chief Stephen Sargent at a citywide crime watch meeting Wednesday. Sargent also says the city has seen a drop in violent crimes and property offenses.
Working with the community, the 52 groups, we get the information from the community. The men and women of the Worcester Police Department work so hard. They're so dedicated, and it's really just good hard work and dedication to the city.
Overall, arrests are down in 2017 when compared to this time last year. The city has had 4 homicides this year compared to 7 at this time in 2016. Sargent says keeping those numbers down is the priority.
You have to go after the violent crime to keep the city, obviously to keep the city safe. So them working hard, going after people who would be with guns, who could have guns, and it's just good proactive policing.
But crime statistics show the opioid crisis is still a big problem in the city. The department says they respond to more than 70 opioid-related overdoses each month. Chief Sargent says getting drugs off the street will help solve other problems.
There's the collateral crime that comes with the addicted person. The shopliftings, the quick house breaks. So all we want to do is try to, get them off the street, get them into services. And then, that's one less person that potentially is going to die from this disease.
Now, Sargent tells me he feels the community has great confidence in the department, which in turn helps them do their job even better. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Well, State Senator Michael Moore holds a public hearing about restrictions on bump stocks and related firearm accessories. It was held in Boston Wednesday, but the turnout was low. Senator Michael Moore says he wanted to get public input on the latest version of the bill, but only one person was there to testify. Bump stocks gained national attention when 58 people were killed and hundreds were injured at a Las Vegas concert after a man used the gun accessories to turn a semi-automatic rifle into a fully automatic one. Massachusetts is now looking to ban bump stocks and trigger cranks by amending the former piece of legislation to include the exact definition of these two firearm accessories.
If you look what happened out in Las Vegas, I mean, the quicker we can get this issue addressed and get these items banned and off the streets, I think it's the better, the safer for everyone here.
The Senate and the House passed different versions of bump stock restrictions as part of a budget bill. Both sides must come to a compromise before a final version can be passed. Well, there are less than 3 weeks until Worcester's municipal elections, and candidates getting another opportunity to talk to voters tonight at a forum sponsored by the Worcester branch of the NAACP. 6 of the 7 candidates running for at-large city council attended tonight. The forum was held at the Worcester Youth Center. The NAACP's nonprofit sponsors submitted questions for the candidates. The themes of tonight's forum was diversity and inclusion. Patricia Yancey says it's an important discussion in the city.
Diversity and inclusion is very important for our candidate forums because Worcester is a very diverse community and we want our elected officials to represent our community. And as the NAACP, we want to make sure that every resident, every person who potentially will vote has an opportunity to hear directly from the candidates.
The organization will hold another forum for the at-large council candidates next Wednesday. Questions will focus on labor during next week's events. Well, MBTA officials say a second commuter train platform at Union Station is in the planning stages. The project to build a new platform is in the beginning stages, but according to MBTA spokesman Joe Pestorino, a design study is programmed into the Massachusetts Department of Transportation's 2018-2022 Capital Investment Plan update. A second platform would allow for shorter wait times as well as more trains to operate on the Framingham-Worcester line. Well, Worcester puts the final touches on their pitch to bring Amazon here. City leaders are hoping a new video and 60-page proposal will help convince the tech giant to build its second headquarters in Worcester. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more on the proposal.
Abdul Almahas owns a business on Route 20 in Worcester. He has mixed feelings about a proposal to locate a massive Amazon facility nearby.
More traffic is more business, except the construction project, if it's going to interrupt the traffic and, driving by here is going to be a hassle, that won't be good for business.
Worcester submitted a 60-page proposal to the company Tuesday. Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce President Tim Murray says their bid offers almost 100 acres along Route 20 as the potential site of Amazon's second headquarters.
It sat vacant and underutilized, most of it substantially for a number of years, so it's an opportunity for us to get that those parcels in play.
The city is prepared to offer a list of incentives, including up to $500 million in local real estate tax savings, as well as 100% personal property tax exemption over 20 years.
To increase the city's tax base by potentially $2 billion. This is a tremendous opportunity, and this bid is kind of the preliminary first step in launching that conversation.
Worcester also released a video showing off the city to Amazon. The proposed site is located in District 3. City Councilor George Russell says although he wants to see development along Route 20, he and residents were not told about the proposal.
A lot of businesses in that area that would have to be relocated. It abuts many residential areas. We want to see jobs come into the city, but it needs to be planned out.
Murray says Amazon would bring in 50,000 new jobs and says having colleges and transportation assets makes Worcester's bid stand out.
There are few cities in this country and regions of this country that have the assets that we have.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A second wave of Massachusetts state troopers and other police officers from across the state landing in Puerto Rico today. 4 of them are officers from the Worcester Police Department. Police tweeting out this picture this morning. While they aren't able to bring much, one officer's daughter was able to sneak in a good luck charm. The group left from Logan Airport in Boston this morning. They're scheduled to be on the island for 2 weeks, assisting with hurricane relief. Another wave of officers are set to go to Puerto Rico in the coming days. Well, in an effort to raise awareness about visual impairment and blindness, Worcester hosted White Cane Day activities. A white cane is a symbol for the visually impaired and a tool to help with their mobility. A person who uses a cane is protected by the White Cane Law. Wednesday, the Worcester Public Library hosted a blind tour of the city and a roundtable discussion on how to make Worcester more accessible.
When you're sighted, you just default to your vision, and you don't pay attention to the other senses. As your vision dwindles, you start paying attention to the other senses, but then you realize, well, I hear it, but what does it mean? We have to realize that we're individuals, and again, we can learn from one another and help each other to become more sensitive, more sensitized, more aware.
Today's event was supported by multiple agencies, including the Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired and the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Responding to mental health needs and putting suicide prevention in the spotlight, it's the goal of a program put on by Worcester's Division of Public Health and the Jordan Porgo Foundation. Wednesday, the Fresh Check Day fair hit Anna Maria College in Paxton. Our Brittany Schaefer was there. She has the details.
The mental health fair started back in 2012 and now reaches dozens of colleges across the country. Organizers say suicide is the second leading cause of death of college-age students, and something needs to change.
Distract yourself for a little bit.
Midterms can be a stressful time for students on college campuses, but it's just one of the stresses weighing on their minds. Students at Anna Maria College got the chance to escape by exploring Fresh Check Day.
Relieve the stress and trying to just chill out.
Worcester's Division of Public Health is co-hosting events at college campuses as part of the Mental Health and Suicide Prevention Program.
1 out of 10 students do think about suicide, and this is a high-risk age group. So it would make sense to kind of bring this to the students so that they have resources that can help them.
Several booths were set up, including a space to openly talk about mental health, chairs for free massages, and a relaxing exercise using rocks.
Elephant in the room is really talking about suicide and different ways to talk about it. Uplift is the rock collection that's going on over there. You kind of pile them up, and it's a mindfulness technique.
But therapy dog Felicia seemed to be a favorite among students.
She goes anywhere where there's a need. So like their fresh check day today, stress release. That's basically what she does, is help release stress. She's loved by everywhere we go.
Students say being able to talk openly about mental health issues brings people together who may have thought they were alone.
Not everyone knows what's going on with the students. So having this day, they can come here themselves to actually check out what's wrong with them.
It's really great to have everyone come together. I think it's nice because everybody gets to come outside and be able to mingle with people and talk about their problems.
Now, Assumption College will be having their Fresh Check Day fair on Friday, and Worcester State University will be holding theirs next Wednesday. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Well, Halloween is less than 2 weeks away, but before you stock up on candy for your trick-or-treaters, you might want to listen to this. According to a poll by CandyStore.com, it's expected $2.7 billion will be spent on trick-or-treat candy this year. They're breaking down what Halloween candy is most popular in each state using 10 years of sales data. So here's where the numbers stand. In Massachusetts, the most popular candy is Sour Patch Kids, with more than 75,000 pounds sold. Woo, that's a lot of candy. Well, Butterfingers are coming in second, with Saltwater Taffy coming in third. No love for Reese's, but